when you want to listen carefully to find out if someone might be a false teacher, first of all, listen for their understanding of the Scripture to see if there may be error there. Is it sound? Is it biblical? Is it legitimate? Don't look at their personality. Don't look at the religious trappings that are around them. Don't necessarily look at their associations, although that may tell you some things if the associations are negative. But listen to what they say and do what 1 John 4 says. Test them against the revelation of God. What is their approach to Scripture? Are they into all kinds of things beyond the Scripture? Are they saying things that you don't find verses for, though they sound good? Secondly, what is their objective or goal? Is it spiritual? Do you see them as people whose primary goal in life is to produce a group of people who consummately love God? Or do they seem to go after self-love, self-aggrandizement, possessiveness, materialism, personal happiness? What is their objective? Is it love for God and for everyone else? Or is it an appeal to personal glory, personal gain? Is their objective holiness, a pure heart? Does that come ringing through the message, the purity of the heart? Good conscience? Faith without hypocrisy? Does it ring with a genuineness? Thirdly, what about their motives? Do they demonstrate a selfless motive? Can you see in them humility and meekness and selflessness? Or does it appear along the way that while they're helping people, they're getting very wealthy, very prosperous, and are manifesting surpassing attitudes of self-indulgence at the expense of the people supposedly to whom they minister? And what about their effect? What about their effect? Do their followers understand clearly the gospel of Jesus Christ? Do they understand the right use of law and the right definition of the glorious gospel of the blessed God? Do they really understand that? I remember speaking at a luncheon of a Christian organization. They call themselves a Christian organization. I think some of the people in it might be. And some might not. Some are not. I know this man wasn't. Anyway, a man came to me afterwards and said, well, I listened to what you said. And he said, I've been in this organization 9 years, and this is how I think it is. I think there's this big door. And what you need to do is climb up these steps, and it's a long, long climb, and you get to the top, and you bang on the door, and you give them your name, and you hope they let you in. He said, that's what I think. I said, how long have you been in this organization? 9 years. I said, may I be so bold as to suggest to you that you're not a Christian? And he was pretty well shaken by that. I said, you're not a Christian. You don't understand the gospel. Nobody ever said that to him before. Too bad nobody ever said that, right? Because of the trappings and the surroundings, everybody makes the assumption. What is the effect of this? There are people, I believe, in Christian churches and organizations across the world who aren't Christians. You know that. But I don't want it to be our responsibility not to tell them, or our responsibility to not have told them when we should have. So you have the test. Look for their error in doctrine. Look for the objectives and the goals of their ministry. Check their motives out. Take a look at their followers and see what the effect is. And you'll understand the urgency with which we have to deal with false teachers.